So what is going on, guys? I'm Black Amazing. Welcome back to another video on the channel where today we are going to be talking about the famous Cold War Zombies Year 2 that I'm sure everyone has heard about, whether it be on Twitter, YouTube videos from people. It's something I haven't really spoken about on the channel. I think I've made one video about it simply because, well, one, we don't have much information, and what we do have, well, just never really sounded that exciting. We're not getting a new round-based zombies map. We weren't getting some massive update. From what I heard, it was just some little things here and there, some small lifestyle changes and improvements, maybe some old limited time modes returning, some buffs, nerfs, perhaps new Onslaught content. But when it comes to the proper zombie stuff, the main content, well, it sounded like from leakers that we weren't really getting anything, in my opinion, too important or what I was interested in. Hence why I haven't made any videos on it. Obviously, if there was some big news, then I would. But what I wanted to do in this video is just round up everything that we've heard so far about this Year 2 in quotation marks and see where this could lead to. Could Cold War Zombies Year 2 lead to Zombies Chronicles 2? Could it involve a new round-based zombies map? Well, over on Twitter, a very credible leaker called Not Alex, I've probably pronounced that wrong, but he tweeted this where he said, next update's coming to all 3 games. And we can see we have a Cold War update, a Modern Warfare update, which also includes Warzone, and a Vanguard update. Now, Vanguard we can just forget about because no one cares. We already know, since I've just mentioned, Warzone is still included with Modern Warfare when you see stuff like this, so obviously Warzone is constantly getting updates, and, well, Cold War is the strangest one, since that's an older game, but we have seen lately, even without this, that game is getting regular updates, especially for the multiplayer side, which also includes zombies. It's got in new operators, blueprints. We've seen leaked multiplayer maps such as WMD and Jungle. There is a big possibility that stuff like that will be coming to Onslaught, which we'll talk about in a minute. But in another tweet from him a day later, he said, Season 8, no way, and we can see it is a weapon blueprint called Button Masher, but, well, right here it says Season 8. Now, I don't know what season we're on in Cold War at the moment. I assume Season 7. I honestly haven't been staying up to date with it since Vanguard's released, just because I don't play the multiplayer. But assuming that Season 8 hasn't come out yet, this, if real, is a confirmation that we are getting another season's worth of content, which lasts 2 months, I believe, for Cold War. Again, a lot of it probably will be to do with multiplayer, some new, or should I actually say, remastered maps returning from all the Call of Duties, new weapons, blueprints, and stuff like that. But what about zombies? That's what everyone's asking. Well, a couple weeks back now, Mark News Network over on Twitter said, we learned months ago that Cold War Zombies will do something this year. However, we aren't able to confirm at this time if it's a big update, a small update, Zombies Chronicles 2, etc. This update would have been planned for a while. We're also unable to confirm whether or not it's been delayed to act as a filler due to COD 2023 being delayed. So along with the multiplayer portion of the game, Cold War Zombies will also be getting updates this year in this Year 2, but even the leakers don't necessarily know what it's going to be. Whether this will include big updates, which I would class as a round-based zombies map, small updates, which to me would be stuff like, I don't know, new Onslaught maps, or maybe just weapons. I think stuff like new perks or field upgrades I would class as big updates. And he also mentions Zombies Chronicles 2 in this. That to me would be a massive update. We've heard quite a bit of information on that recently. So it seems like the leakers do know we are getting something for Cold War Zombies this year, but as to what it will be exactly, they don't really know. And in another tweet he said, the new update for Cold War has been planned for over a year. We don't know if this means it was an idea for over a year or in development for over a year, but evidence implies the latter. It's been described as new DLC. To clarify, new DLC does not mean new original maps will be added, but rather it's new DLC to Cold War, including remasters. And we know that we've seen evidence of that, like I said earlier. That includes old remastered maps such as WMD and Jungle, and he clarifies that when he says new DLC, he doesn't mean original maps in terms of brand new ones that we've never seen before, but more than likely a lot of what we're going to be seeing in Cold War Year 2 is going to be remastered content from older Call of Duties brought into this one, which in a way kind of makes sense. You have to remember that Cold War is an old game now. It's not the latest COD, funnily enough. You might not know, but that's actually Vanguard. So it would be weird if they brought brand new content to Cold War and then just gave us nothing for Vanguard. I reckon that would make a lot of people angry as well. Why would you bring new content to an older game and then nothing to the latest one, when a lot of that time could have been spent on adding content into Vanguard? Obviously, Treyarch only work on the zombies mode for that game, but a lot of people who aren't aware of that, I can imagine, won't be happy. So I can definitely see from theirs and Activision's point of view as to why a lot of what we are going to be seeing in this Year 2 is going to be remastered content, not original stuff. And if that then translates to zombies, that also rules out the possibility of a new round-based zombies map, which I know a lot of people have been asking for, a lot of people wished for. When you really think about it, it makes absolutely no sense. That was never going to happen, which was the reason why I wasn't particularly excited about it, just because I don't play multiplayer. So for the zombie side of this game, all we really could have expected was some remastered multiplayer maps being added into Onslaught as well. That's about it. Maybe some old limited time modes returning as well, and potentially Zombies Chronicles 2. That one has always been a big if though. So yeah, for me it's a strange one, because if you do enjoy the multiplayer in Cold War, then you probably do have quite a bit to be excited about. But if you're only really interested in the zombies portion of Cold War, then from what I can tell, there isn't really anything exciting. There is the possibility of us seeing some more Onslaught maps. I do believe at this point in time, we don't have every multiplayer map in Onslaught right now, so that's something Treyarch definitely could do for Year 2. Another thing they could do is add more wonder weapons into the Onslaught mode. Again, at this moment in time, we don't have every wonder weapon in the game, such as Cerberus from Mauer Toten. They have recently, or actually quite a while ago now, brought back the holiday Onslaught mode from around Christmas time, which is a little bit weird because this is a Christmas themed event, which they've given us in April, but still, if you're interested in that, it's nice to see that return. There was also the other holiday themed event they could bring back, and I suppose, again, I'm not 100% up to date on this situation, but maybe they could add more Outbreak maps as well. That one I can't really see happening unless there is a Fireteam map in Cold War at the moment that we currently don't have an Outbreak. Just because of how big those maps are, I can't see them making any more. But as for bigger things such as a new round-based zombies map or Zombies Chronicles, those to me are very, very unlikely. And even though we have seen a lot of information sprout up recently to do with Zombies Chronicles 2, just because we've been hearing about it for such a long time now, it was Black Ops 4 when this first came to light, that we were first told by leakers that it was a thing and that there was a chance it could be added into the game. Obviously, that never happened, and then for Cold War, this news sprouted up again, while leakers were telling us that there was a chance we could get it in this game. Obviously, during its life cycle, that never happened. Some leakers also said the exact same thing for Vanguard, that there is a chance it will be coming in this game. That's definitely not going to happen. We've been hearing of Zombies Chronicles 2 since 2018, almost 4 years now, so every time I see new leaks about it, I'm always thinking in the back of my mind, yeah, this isn't gonna happen. Obviously, I'm just reporting on the latest information. I really don't know, and the latest information that we have been given has, I would say, got a lot of people's hopes up again. One of the big ones was this tweet from Ralph back in February, where he tweeted the date 2023 with a zombies emoji. A lot of people assume this tweet was about Zombies Chronicles 2, but that can't have been the case, because Ralph said a month later, when somebody else asked him about Zombies Chronicles 2, he said, "Don't hold your breath. You won't hear any word on that until 2024, 2025, which means that we won't be getting anything regarding Zombies Chronicles 2 until Treyarch's next game, which is due to come out that year." But this is interesting because if we listen to other leakers, just the other day we had Nanaleaks tweeting a picture of Die Rise, a picture of Buried, essentially saying that these are the maps we are getting in Zombies Chronicles 2, which doesn't include Transit, and along with this he also said that Victus is alive. He doesn't necessarily say in these tweets that Zombies Chronicles 2 is coming to Cold War, but in a tweet that he posted just a couple of days previous, he said, "WMD and Jungle are just the beginning for Cold War, and this game will also be getting multiplayer and zombies content too." So to tweet about Zombies Chronicles 2 just a couple of days after this would suggest that possibly he meant it is coming to Cold War. That could not be the case. He could be talking about other zombies content coming to this game. But if he's saying we're getting Zombies Chronicles 2 in Cold War, and then we've also got Ralph saying actually we're not hearing any Zombies Chronicles 2 information until 2024, 2025, there's just a lot of mixed information here. Personally, if you're asking me, just because we've heard about this for so long and nothing's happened, personally, I don't think it's true. I don't think it exists, or if it does, we're not getting it in this game, but I don't really know. So there we go. Cold War Year 2. For a multiplayer person, I guess it's exciting, but for a zombies person, the reason I've never really spoken about it is because, well, it's really smaller things that I'm not too interested in. There isn't really much there. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest content on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.